Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Soliha here and welcome back to my channel Rainbows of Life. Writing a book has always been my dream and passion. A lot of story plots arrived in my imaginations automatically since my childhood and I always aim to give it a reality through my writings for others to read and know my imaginations and feelings I go through. It was never an easy task to maintain myself in the real world from the imaginary world, but the journey of that dream world always led me in a moment of calmness, relaxation, love, and comfort, free from all the stress of the real world. I always felt abandoned and loved through these fictional feelings growing within myself. This is something I wanted to share with you about my true self. If you too experience such a dreamy and imaginative world and have passion to bring it onto paper and express in reality, you can also try to write them down in a journal or a diary and later give it a form of a book for others to have the experience of reading your fictions and stories as a novel. So, here I'm going to share with you some basic tips to write a great novel. Number one, read great works. You can read great books of great writers who have already published their novels and fictional stories through the imaginations, and they are so famous for their writings. And you can also have habit of reading on daily basis at a particular time or as it's easy for you. Number two, write as much as you can. As you have made it a hobby of reading, you might write whatever you imagine, whatever you believe, what comes into your mind, depending on the moment or any imagination. Just write it down on a piece of paper or journal it on daily basis or make a personal diary and keep a habit of writing down. Make it a habit. Number three, jot down your inspiration whenever and wherever you can. You can jot down the inspirational words, the inspirational feelings, and a special story that you really loved and a plot that just touched your heart. You can just note them down, and whenever you are yourself writing a novel or a story, you can just get inspired by those special words you have done before, and then you can just make it an inspiration in your style as well. Number four, dedicated writing time. Try to take out a certain time throughout your day, either it's in the morning or late afternoon or late night. This is the time slot that suits me, and you can make your own time slot and just give that time to your writing. Try to write a page at least, or you can write depending on the number of words, for example 300 words at a time, so your writing skills will increase and be polished and you will be able to write with ease and you will surely enjoy writing. Number five, random scribbles. Just don't think so much before writing. You can just start writing right away as you get any imagination or any feeling or whatever is in your mind and heart, just note it down on the paper in your diary and just keep writing. Don't think of the grammar mistakes or any vocabulary mistakes. Just important thing is that you start writing. Just pick up your pen and copy, keep it with yourself, or a small diary could be in a pocket. That's the pocket diary, and you can just start writing whatever you experience throughout the day as well. So never worry about the words. You can definitely check them afterwards and go through it and then correct them. And you can also learn new words through this technique. Number 6, focus. Always try to have focus on what you are writing, which topic, which character, what is matter to your story, what is the main subject, and how you are going to represent it in your writing. Number 7, plan before you write. Although you don't have to think as much for writing, just pick up a pen and start writing. But before that, a little bit of plan should be there, how you need to express your feeling, what's your personal style, and create a personalized version and stay focused on it. You should try your best to sit in an area where it's not so much noise and a peaceful environment is there, so you might not get diverted. Number 8, innovations. You can bring innovations in your writing skills. It's not necessary that you copy anyone else's work and you just get confused. How could I mimic those writings? So you just have to be innovative and you can bring your own style, your own uh, feelings, and your own passion into the book or the story you're going to publish, or an article or blog. You can start with a blog, it's more easy on daily basis, then it will be good enough for you to create, to just compile them in a book. Number 9, revision. This is a very important thing we don't consider, but it's really very important. When you start writing in your own style and you just feel free to write and you just express everything onto the paper, then the final thing you have to definitely do is the revision. You have to go through your story so that if you think there is any vocabulary mistake, any grammar mistake, any punctuation mistakes, or some scenes, the some of the words are not going according to that particular character or that particular story, the topic is not as you described, so you need to just go through your work and give it a revision and then just uh, correct those tiny mistakes in your written work. Number 10, be concise. Just try to be simple. It's not necessary you just make it a difficult task for yourself as well as for the readers to understand what you have written. It might be simple, interesting, and just it can be short as well as long, but just try to be concise. Don't the depth of the writing is also important. You have to give a deep meaning through it as it becomes interesting, not boring. So that's a very important point. Number 11, Infectious sentences. Try to write in such a sentence that captures the reader's heart, and the reader is more interested in reading the story further, and he has that feeling of through your words as you express that he is getting more involved in your story. So you should be using such sentences that have a great impact on the readers. Number 12, get feedback from others. Never ever forget to get feedback from others, as your friends or your colleagues or your siblings, whoever you trust on. Especially get feedback from the good writers who are already well known for their writings or who are already trained in these skills. So you might also get the feedback from a simple reader, as the simple person who is not that much skilled, but he definitely throughout the world your work would be recognized, and as you have published that, and then they'll be reading and they'll be giving their feedback. Before that, just get the feedback from your surroundings as well as the specialists who are already a good writer. Number 13, good or bad, get it out there. So don't think what criticism is coming from others and what good feedback is coming from others. You have to definitely take them in consideration, but just do not fear, just do not get annoyed, or just do not get overwhelmed with the good or bad comments, and stay focused on your personal style and just try to consider why did they comment in that way, and go through your work again, but still never set back to put it on the paper and put it on the publication. So you need to be fearless when you write. Number 14, good beginnings and endings. So try your best to give a good beginning to your story, an interesting beginning. It should be simple, interesting, and having an impact. It should be in such a manner that when a person starts to read your work, he is so much inspired and motivated to read it till the end. If the beginning is so inspiring, then reader automatically just go through the story, and he or she is really interested to know the ending of the story. Without reading the ending, they would never ever drop the book without completing it. So, the beginning should be the best. After writing a good beginning, we have to write a good ending as well. So, writing a great ending would lead people to look forward to your next masterpiece. So here we have I have told you about the tips for writing a great story or any novel or any article or a blog. These are the basic tips for yourself, and now you have to choose what you are ready to write down. Thank you for staying with me and watching this video. I hope you like it, and if you like the video, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe my channel for such more tips, and don't forget to comment as well. if you have more tips for writing, and that will help all the readers and the viewers throughout their journey of writing. Take care a lot. Fi aman Allah.